Every movement has a moment when hope becomes real and belonging becomes lived. Before kickoff, we sat down with the women who shape how this game is understood, and we asked them the questions only they could answer.
If you had your 10-year-old self with you, what would you say to her about this occasion, this season, all of it?
That it all exists.
Dream big and it can come true.
Look what you did. I only found out about the women's national team when I was 14 years old.
Okay.
Because Connie and Maureen Kant were two women's national team players in the mid-90s, and they came from St. Bruno, where I grew up.
Got it.
And they were two sisters who played for women's national team. And then I went on to get my first cap in '98 with my sister, Cindy Walsh, and we were two more sisters from St. Bruno who played for the women's national team. So my awareness of high-performing football only began then, and the women's national team wasn't even elite. It was, cast-offs, men's equipment, pieced together, summertime training, everybody in residency, not year-round, not anything close to kind of top flight stuff in terms of treatment and resources. And now we're growing all of this stuff in Canada, the culture, the fandom, the pathways, and now for women we've got the top of that pyramid, and it's fucking unbelievable.
When I was younger, I didn't see any women really playing any kind of sport. And when I did, it was always something like on the side, not that you can make a career out of it.
Yeah.
This is incredible because now things that were said to little boys can now be said to little girls. You're looking at this and that can be you. That can be you one day. And whether it's on the pitch or anyone else that you're seeing, like sidelines, broadcasting, anything, it's just so amazing that it's like, dream it because you can be it, and it's just remarkable.
Playing it in behind for Okoronkwo. Doesn't have any numbers. Okoronkwo by herself. Okoronkwo!
I grew up playing soccer. I played in university. This was never even an option. And we've been saying it all season long. Like, what would our younger selves have thought? Not just the players, it's the broadcasters, it's people working for the league.
Community. Yeah.
It's community.
Yeah.
And the fact that my kids will grow up just assuming women can play pro soccer in this country, won't know any different, it's magic.
On the corner, the in swing, headed away by Jesse Filippo.
10-year-old self. I picture my 10-year-old self wearing with extra long legs because I was growing way faster from the bottom to the top, and my shin guards were like those Cooperalls that you got from Canadian Tire, and
bulky.
Yes. So I'm just thinking of myself back then, this awkward 10-year-old, and who eventually went on to play soccer at a competitive level, but never thought I would be involved in the game at this level. And it's a privilege to cover this league and in its first season, and I feel so grateful that I can be one of the voices in the league, because I feel so much passion about it.
Yeah.
I love this league. I love what it stands for, and I'm just proud to be a part of it.
Stratigakis sending it through. Haley Hunter goes to the right foot, and this time it's in off the foot of McCaslin and in. Haley Hunter. Would there be anyone else?
So I'm here quickly with the Hunter family. Kaylee Hunter just scored a goal, but I have a question for the brothers. Was it a great finish? Are you gonna give a stick about it, or you don't care because you just scored the biggest goal in her life?
I'm giving her a stick about it.
Yeah? What should she have done?
Top corner on the right side. Right? The goalie shouldn't be able to touch it.
Look at that. Okay, as we hold our breath, seeing if it's gonna be tied. Honestly, a crazy season that your sister's had. Have you seen the video that we had where I'm hanging from the crossbar and she died?
Yes.
Is she human?
No.
She's like, yes, I was there when she was born. No, she's unreal. She's gonna go to the moon. She's such a great player. What's the vibe like right now? She's scoring another one?
Yes. I think so.
Yeah?
More.
Love it. I love it.
I didn't know a national team existed until I was probably 14.
Wow. I think Amy said the same thing as well.
Yeah, and I never would have thought I was going to play for them at all. I knew they existed. I lived on a small island in BC. It was a lot of ferry time and a lot of travel, even just to play club soccer. So I think I would just tell her that there will be options for you to play. There will not just be one prescribed path to get anywhere near the national team, because that's what we had back in the day. Oh my God, I'm already at the age where I'm saying back in the day. But back in the day, there was one option, right? You went through high school, you went to the NCAA. If you hadn't cracked the national team by then, that was probably it.
Yeah.
And I think the great part about this league is that it acknowledges the fact that players develop at different rates. Not everybody develops at that in that kind of prescribed manner.
League bloomers, yeah.
Exactly. So, and that's what's great about this league is it can capture a lot of those players.
The cross in, almost hit the post. Okoronkwo cleared off the line by Jasmine Spencer. Nervy moments for Vancouver.
How's your perception of the league changed from day one to now?
Even though I was behind the scenes and doing the work, whether it was for Montreal or competitions committee and connecting all those dots and helping as best I could. I was peripheral. I was not central to all of this. But I knew more than the average fan. I knew more than even people who were plugged in and who were following and invested in women's football. But even I had question marks. Didn't have doubts. They were never doubts because I had full trust in what it was going to be. But it was still beginning.
Yeah.
And it remains fledgling. But I think you see the data points and like that. This is a top 5 league. Not only in what the on pitch is, but everything that surrounds it. And the fact that we're building the ecosystem, like I have a job in media that I had to I always have to fight tooth and nail to get. Like freelancing is a hard gig.
It's no joke.
It's no joke, right? Shout out to all the freelancers out there. But like now my kind of full-time freelancing gig is as a broadcast media partner of the NSL, a professional women's soccer league.
No, that's beautiful.
And that's cool. But the on-pitch has exceeded expectations because that's where you didn't know. And from the moment we kicked the ball, I was like, oh, we're good.
Yeah.
We're more than good. And then that kind of point on like the graph is ascending. And it's only going to keep growing on year 2 next year.
A referee allows play to continue. Ball played over top. Haley Hunter's going to break. Trying to get near post.
I think like a lot of people, or I'll just speak for myself, like I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know the quality. I didn't know, quite frankly, like, okay, the professionalism, it's a brand new league. You just don't know how things are going to go. And then as the season progressed, I went, oh, this is good. This is happening. And then even with some of the players getting call-ups to the national team, I'm like, oh yes, this league is also in year 1 doing what we actually expected it to do. So I've seen, obviously like anything, it's growing pains, but it's just incredible that already in year 1, the leaps and bounds, the professionalism, the quality of play, already getting called up to national teams. By the way, not just Canadian, like Esther Okoronkwo, AFC Toronto, who we're going to see here today. Yes, like so amazing.
Hunter Okoronkwo lands on her foot. Whoa! And bowls over Nikki Stanton. That doesn't happen often. Okoronkwo determined across goal.
So there's already, I'm like, okay, here we go.
Yeah, it's
and
moving.
then it's moving. Already year 1, it's moving. So that just gives me so much hope for years to come that it just gets better because then word starts to spread. And now if you're a player somewhere else, whether it's to our neighbors or overseas, you're like,
Yeah.
could go to that league, right?
Sure.
I could go, and then your talent just naturally starts to rise. So it's incredible what they've done in year 1.
Pachurski with a chance. Pachurski mishandled by Couillard and out.
I think day 1, no one knew what this would be. No one knew if the fans would show up, how the players would perform, what the buy-in would be. And now it's a legitimate league.
Yeah.
And if you look at all the numbers, what this league has achieved in year 1 is surreal, So if this is year 1, if it's already this good in year 1, and of course there's room to grow in all areas.
Obviously.
Yeah, but if this is year 1, it's
Near
a good
the ball
start.
will be and it's in the back of the goal. Near post kick by Nikki Stanton. And this takes a deflection and goes by Sierra
I don't know. I feel like I'm still in the newlywed stage where I'm just like, I feel.
It's a nice place to be.
Yeah, it's a great place to be. I mean, from the very moment, from kickoff to now, it's been 7 months. I think it's been 7 months. Maybe it's been 6, but I don't keep track. Yeah, 7 months. And I feel the same way as I did on day 1, just from a broadcaster's perspective, but from a league perspective and the quality of play. We didn't know what we were going to get. We had no idea. Everyone was starting from scratch, all 6 teams. You knew a couple touch points on each team, but you didn't know the majority of these players.
Yeah.
And now we've been introduced to them, and you see these young stars, and you see the Holly Wards and the Latifa Abdus and the Kaylee Hunters, and you already knew about Emma Regan a little bit, Esther Okoronkwo just blowing things up, And I look at, a team like Calgary with Maggie Doherty-Howard, one of the best midfielders in the league. I mean, Vancouver, everybody knows who Quinn is, but Sam Chang also just dominant. It's just, like I just look at all these players, and now Canadians are getting to know them on a more intimate basis, and like seeing what they can do, and ultimately like the younger kids that are watching this league have something to shoot for, and that's the whole purpose of this league.
It's a nice one to Holly Ward. She's got an edge on Burns. What a finish! Holly Ward puts the Vancouver Rise up 2-1.
One of the biggest emotions that I have, I still feel it now, but when that first game kicked off, was I felt relieved. Like we'd finally come to the point where we were playing a home opener at BC Place with a plan for a final at BMO, two just massive venues in two massive sporting markets. And my hope for the league is a hope that I had for the league from the beginning, which is that now we have professional hubs. Right now, and expansion, great. If we can expand to more and more of those professional hubs, that'd be great. But now that we have those professional hubs, what can we do for the younger generation that's coming up through those professional hubs? The trajectory of women's football in the last 5 to 10 years has been exponential, and it's almost like every year it gets better and better and better. And women's sports is one of the hottest tickets around now. So having these professional hubs, yes, they're very urban centric, they're in big cities, they have to be, but reaching your feelers out into rural Canada, because there's a huge amount of talent there that doesn't get tapped because geographically we're huge. Right? And it's really hard at a young age to leave your family and move to Toronto or Montreal or Vancouver or Winnipeg or Edmonton or Calgary. Like, it's really hard to do that. So how do we reach out and create this web, this sort of network of development across the country so that more players from not just the biggest cities are involved?
Lauren Rowe into the match, the 21-year-old from Conception Bay South, Newfoundland and Labrador, one of the fastest players you will see on the pitch. Rowe, little directional header to Okoronkwo, late wins it. And again, it's Rowe on the ball. 2017
was the last time there was a final at BMO Field. Good memories for the home side. How crazy is it that there's a final at BMO Field and it's not Toronto FC, it's not men playing, it's a women's final, the first ever. Like, what are you expecting today? Like,
I think it'll be decided in the middle third. I think this is a midfield battle. I think if it pours rain, that's another factor, but we're gonna see grit regardless of the weather. It all comes down to this. I mean, these teams have played for 7 months. They're tied in the season series, 2 wins each and a draw. I think we're just gonna see players leave their heart on the field. It might not be pretty, maybe it will be, but who cares? At the end of the day, they just want to lift the trophy.
Here come the Rise. Abdu with a turn. Cotillard kick save. Vancouver just giving Toronto fits right now.
As much as it's like support and lifting each other up, it's also a little bit of vitriol, a little bit of hatred, a little bit of elbows up.
AFC Toronto, you have no choice now but to maybe expose yourself at the back and throw bodies forward. And Abdu, another 2 cards for these 2 players.
And Vancouver, the last time they played here, 10 players, they eked out the win.
Look at that.
And McCaslin endured a barrage at the end of the game where AFC Toronto threw everything but the kitchen sink at them.
Hunter chasing that down, was checking to see if she was offside. Haley Hunter, the cross in! Gotta hit a handball! And no call!
They've been 1-goal games save for a 7-0 drubbing that AFC Toronto handed Vancouver, but AFC Toronto are also 0-2 at BMO.
And right now, as it were, Vancouver Rise with 2 second-half goals have 1 foot in the door to winning that Diana B. Matheson Trophy.
It's very much underdog mentality for Vancouver, trying to upset the dominant force and the team that's expected to win, and a team that was expected to win even before a ball was kicked.
I love it. I'm excited. I have no clue who's going to win, but it doesn't matter. It's a win for football today. That's what's important.
Yeah, but it's also...
You're like, someone's got to win.
Yeah!
Okoronkwo! The cross in! And that's it! History made for the Vancouver Rise! Your first ever Northern Super League champions!
But this is amazing. Come on. Like, this is a women's professional soccer league final. I love it.
You talked about a 10-year-old Amy. My daughter's 11. She plays AAA hockey and she plays elite soccer. She could play pro in either one of those 2 things. And that's unbelievable.
In this country. I mean, that's what's amazing.
She can
about
stay
it, for
here and
sure.
do it.
I'm not even going to talk about the result. I'm going to talk about your daughter and the year that she had. To come back home and to play the first season and captain the side to win the Supporters Shield, how proud of you of Emma being her father?
We're very, very happy that Emma was able to play an inaugural season in Canada. We're thrilled that the team performed so well, and we thought they progressed well through the year. And we couldn't be more happy for Emma to, wear that captain's armband, help the team as best she could, and get into the championship game.
How does this feel for you as a parent in terms of seeing a pro league in Canada, seeing your daughter be a captain, obviously having success? She's the Iron Woman this season as well. Like, how much joy does that have for you, Stephen, being a father to that?
Well, we're so grateful for Diane Matheson and the whole crew that made this happen, all the coaches, the players, the teams. I personally have been so thrilled to see the development of women's soccer in Canada. And we couldn't be happier that Emma got to this level. And hopefully there's a whole tidal wave of young female players coming into the system. And hats off to all the folks who made this game and this league happen in this year. We're super happy.
The Diana B. Matheson Cup, like the woman who started it all, who had this idea, and it's here in fruition.
That overarching emotion that I feel is just, I'm so grateful and happy that this league has come to be.